they can also generate lot of opportunities for rural, especially rural women in terms of employment. So the focus is on that. And another is under the National Climate Change Mitigation Program, government, NAPCC, they have devised various national missions. And one of the missions is National Solar Mission. Now why I am talking about National Solar Mission is basically what I say that still about more than 40 to 50% of the Indian population has not seen electricity in their house. That's the saddest part. After so many years of development and independence, we are not able to provide even basic light to many people. They are dependent on kerosene or other forms of lighting like oil lamps or next is basic energy requirement. Then we have cooking fuel requirement. We don't have gas or anything to be provided. Most of them cut trees for meeting their energy for food. So that is not only a problem with the resource availability, or it's a problem in terms of deforestation. At the same time, we are not able to really empower them in terms of using something alternative. Unless we show an alternative, we cannot ask them don't use it, because that's basic requirement for our survival. The third is basic thing is a drinking water and sanitation. Both 70% of the Indian population still suffers for clean drinking water and sanitation. And the government has a lot of program in terms of subsidies or social welfare programs. And they are spending a lot of money under that. But what is happening is most of the time I subsidize this. I'll give you at 1 rupee. I'll give you free. But that doesn't empower people. They make them dependent continuously on the schemes to survive. Whereas what we are looking is we are trying to really talk about empowering people even by creating this. And when you create a basic infrastructure, people get benefit in terms of empowerment, in terms of a livelihood, and lot of other benefits which are there. So one of the first things what we have done, that Energy Conservation Mission has seen and observed what is available in terms of what we call the solar lightings available in the market. And we have found that most of the lights which are available lack basic requirements in terms of longevity of the product, quality of the product. So though the government has been in the field of renewable energy, MNRE, which exists from almost 1980s and 85. Unfortunately, they have done lot of programs, but most of the programs have been in the reality have been a failure because the product has failed. And the product have been heavily subsidized, and most of the time the subsidy element goes, and after that no one attends to the problems of that. And the rural people have lost absolutely faith in most of the products which are being given. So what we have seen from Energy Conservation Mission, it's a part of the Institution of Engineers. It's totally a voluntary body. It doesn't have any commercial interest. But we tried to develop some technology or integrate technologies, various technologies which are available, so that a very reliable product is developed. And that product which has been developed is marketed by one of the members, and Energy Conservation Mission has nothing to do with the marketing aspect. We only tried to provide a good technology, and we integrated new technologies so that we can produce what is called a reliable solar LED lantern.